All around the world, Christmas is a magical time of year. On Sodor, this is especially the case. The engines work hard all year making Christmas preparations. Gordon pulls the express to and fro, from Sodor to the mainland. Meanwhile, Thomas, Percy and Hero work hard to send presents and letters between the two busy places as well. One day, Percy saw Hero.
Hello, Hero. Are you excited to go to the mainland with all of the letters and presents?
I am, but my driver said that a storm is coming. I just hope we can push through it.
I'm sure it'll be no problem for a couple of engines like us.
But Percy was wrong. One night before Christmas Eve, a snowstorm fell. The storm blocked the tracks, covered the roads, and even knocked some trees and telephone lines down. When the engines awoke the next morning, they were horrified. Percy felt especially disheartened.
What will we do now?
Never mind not being able to see the children. How are we going to get them their presents?
The Fat Controller arrived with even more bad news. There's never been a storm as bad as this before. Lines have become very dangerous. We're going to have to cancel almost all of the trains, but we must not leave any Sodrians stranded. Gordon, your express will run and 2 passenger runs a day per branch line can go ahead. But that's all we can risk.
But what about the Christmas run?
I'm sorry, but it'll have to be cancelled too. It's just too dangerous.
Oh.
Thomas was still upset as he took his passenger train. Even with the letters and presents they had already delivered, there would be lots of unopened presents that the children had been looking forward to. But without him realising, Thomas was getting nearer and nearer the platform without stopping.
Thomas, stop or you'll miss the station.
Thank you, Bertie.
What's wrong, Thomas?
It's this storm. It's made the rail so dangerous that the Christmas trains have been cancelled. Now the children will never get their presents or letters to Santa.
This made Bertie sad too, until he had an idea.
I could take them for you.
But Bertie, it's dangerous out in this storm.
I know, but I can't bear to think of those children without any presents. So, if you fill me up with all the letters and presents, I'll head off to the mainland straight away.
And that's what was arranged. Bertie was packed to the brim with letters and presents. He had been completely refilled with petrol and was raring to go. Good luck, Bertie. Stay safe out there.
Hey, thank you, Edward. I'll try.
The roads were clearer than the rails, and so Bertie was able to get a lot of distance. But soon, he had to stop. A large snowdrift was blocking the road. Bertie knew that if he tried to get through it, he'd be stuck. But there wasn't a different road he could take.
Oh, I've already failed, Thomas. I wish I hadn't just said yes. At least then I couldn't have gotten his hopes up.
Hello? Is someone there? Oh, hello, Bertie. With this heavy storm, I can barely see you. What's wrong? Why are you so far out here?
Well, the children won't get their presents if I can't get to the mainland, but I can't even get through this little snowdrift.
Well, I can help you out with that. And with that, the two made their way through the drift one by one. First, Terrence, who cleared the way, and then not far behind, Bertie followed.
Oh, thank you, Terrence.
You're very welcome. Good luck getting through this storm.
Oh, I wish you could come with me.
We both know that I just slow you down. I'm not exactly the quickest, but I'm sure you do just fine without me. Keep your spirits up and push on through.
I'll try. I'd best be off whilst I still have the choice. Thank you again, Terrence.
What a brave boss he is. I think even Santa without Rudolph would struggle more than he is. With the snowdrift clear, Bertie was free to roar down the road and make up for some lost time. But Bertie was even more worried than before.
What if I run into another obstacle? There's such a long way to go that there's sure to be some kind of problem.
But for the longest time there wasn't, until Bertie found himself more and more out of breath with every turn of his wheels. Oh no, we've run out of fuel.
Oh, I knew something would go wrong. We're stranded a long way away from the mainland now.
Meanwhile, Caroline's engine was purring beautifully for once. In fact, she didn't have a single problem as she raced down the road. How odd. The one day everyone else is having problems, you're working perfectly. Oh, I wish we could have a snowstorm every day to let my engine roar out at Christmas. Suddenly she saw Bertie, looking cold and upset.
Caroline, is that really you?
Indeed it is. Don't I sound splendid?
Well, at least one of us are working well.
Why? What's wrong with your motor?
Oh, it's not the motor, it's the fuel. I've run out.
Caroline was running well and didn't want anything to risk that. Oh, well, I'm sorry about that.
Not as sorry as I am. I'm meant to be delivering presents to the children.
Well, I suppose I could give you a bit of fuel. Just enough for you to go somewhere and fill up, that is.
Oh, thank you, Caroline.
So Bertie was given some of her fuel, and he started his engine. Or tried to, at least. Bertie had been still in the freezing cold for so long that his engine had cooled down, and due to the long journey, his engine was tired out.
Could you jump my engine, please?
Caroline was outraged. Me? No, I won't. I am working perfectly for once, and you have the cheek to ask me to do that? It's profound. It's crazy. It's the right thing to do. But I suppose you're right. Anyway, I might still work after I do it. And so jump cables were attached. Ready?
Ready!
It took a couple of goes, but soon Bertie's engine roared back into life.
Hey, thank you, Caroline. Merry Christmas.
Goodbye, Bertie. Merry Christmas to you too. I'm sure if anyone can get this important job done, it's you. Right, let's get going then, shall we? Oh well, all for a good cause, eh? Bah, humbug. You'd better fetch some help, Bertie.
I will, don't worry.
Once again, Bertie was driving down the road. He was so busy concentrating on spotting help for Caroline that he didn't worry about making it at all. He drove through small drifts and trundled over bridges. There ahead was George. Bertie slowed down to his speed.
Hello, George. Caroline needs help. Her engine isn't working.
What's new? Anyway, I'm busy. What are you doing that's so important?
I need to get to the mainland with all these presents, and then I'll have some presents to bring back to Sodor, so I don't really have time to help her.
You're going to the mainland in this? Well, I'll help Caroline, but you're on your own when you break down midway through this fool's errand. As Bertie sped off, the words fool's errand echoed around his headlights. Maybe George was right, and his task was impossible. Maybe he'd gone through all of this for nothing. But then he remembered Terence's and Caroline's words. I'm sure you'll do just fine without me. Keep your spirits up and push on through. I'm sure if anyone can get this important job done, it's you.
Well, if they believe me that much, then I better start believing in myself too. I'll get there or burst trying. I'll get there or burst trying.
Meanwhile, the engines were in the sheds. The last train had finished, and now they just had to wait. None of the engines were happy with this, but Thomas was especially saddened. With nothing else to think about, he began to worry about Bertie.
I hope Bertie's okay. This weather's only gotten worse and worse. He might push himself too hard and be stuck in it. Having the present stranded is one thing, but having Bertie stuck is... it's too horrible to imagine. I hope he comes back to Knapford soon.
The other engines were worried too. I think it'd be best if we all got some sleep. He's a very capable bus, and I'm sure he'll pull through. The next morning, the storm had cleared. All of the tracks had been cleared too. The Fat Controller once again walked up to the engines. You'll be happy to know that because the storm is cleared up, all trains are hereby uncancelled. Just be careful out there. Whilst there are some engines working hard to clear fallen debris, there might be some they haven't got to, or have missed.
Percy, can I pull the morning passenger train instead of you today? I want to see if I can find Bertie.
Of course, Thomas. I hope you find him.
But he didn't, even when he reached the end of the line.
Oh, I hope I wasn't right. Come on, Bertie, where are you?
Throughout the whole day, Thomas searched for him wherever he could. But still, Bertie could not be found. It wasn't until night fell that the tired and defeated Thomas returned to his shed. Later that night, Bertie came up to the sheds.
Hello, Thomas. It should be me who's tired.
Bertie!
Bless me!
So much for trying to be quiet.
Oh, I'm so glad you're safe, Bertie.
Not just safe, I also delivered all the presents.
You did? Oh, thank you, Bertie.
Well done, Bertie.
Hip hip hooray!
I'm just glad I could help. Anyway, I'm still very tired from my journey, so I'm going to head off and get some sleep.
Well, you've certainly earned it. I knew that if anyone could do it, it'd be you.
He is a very determined bus, isn't he? Did I tell you of the time he picked up my passengers and chased me all the way to Lower Sodor just so he could get them onto my train? How admirable he is. Oh wow, even Gordon's singing his praises. He must be one of the most important engines on the island. On Christmas night, Bertie was sitting happily in the sheds. He was happy to be able to see so far into the distance. Just then, Thomas pulled up.
Hello. Sorry to disturb you, but we need your help at Knapford. There's a small problem with the Christmas party decorations. Don't worry, it's not as drastic as the storm.
No problem. And anyway, it means I can get an early peek at the Christmas decorations.
The pair reached Tidmouth. The station was dark and it was hard to see.
I'm not sure how I can help with...
Now! Shouted the Fat Controller as the station was flooded with lights and whistles.
I don't understand.
Oh, just wait and see.
This party is dedicated to our very adored Bertie the Bosch. If it wasn't for him, lots of children wouldn't have been able to open their Christmas presents from friends, family, or even Santa. So, let's all give a cheer for Bertie. The station, once again, was filled with cheers and whistles. Hooray! Furthermore, I present to you this medal for all your hard work and bravery.
Aw, thank you. But I wouldn't have been able to do it if it wasn't for Terence and Caroline.
Hooray! I'm being cheered. I'm actually being cheered. I told you it'd be worth it, didn't I? It wasn't anything to do with us. It was due to all your determination and courage. Merry Christmas, Bertie. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Even though we have many hills and mountains to climb, and there's no easy road, and we haven't very much time, we gotta stick together. We can hold on forever. We can make it. We can make it if we try. Even though the snow will come falling down from the sky, we can overcome any troubles and towers too high. No matter how the winds may blow, and though it may be touch and go, we can make it. We can make it if we try. There are times when you're down and you're giving up on your dreams. We have to face the storm, 'cause things are not as bad as they seem. You gotta go to extremes, even though it's dark, blue skies are coming your way. And by tomorrow it'll be a sunnier day. As long as you're by my side, we'll survive this stormy ride. We can make it. We can make it if we try. Oh, we have to face the storm, 'cause things are not as bad as they seem. You gotta go to extremes, even though it's dark. Blue skies are coming your way, and by tomorrow it'll be a sunnier day. As long as you're by my side, we'll survive this stormy ride. We can make it if we try.